But we're going to start in a seated posture to balance the breath flow. Index finger and thumb of the left hand to touch, resting on the left knee. You'll take Vishnu Mudra, so right hand, index finger, middle finger closes down. Take your ring finger of your right hand, close and block your left nostril. Inhale through your right nostril. Close and block the right nostril, gentle retention. Exhale through the right nostril. Inhaling and exhaling only through the right. Again, inhale. Gentle retention, close and block. Exhale out through the right nostril. One more time, inhaling, right side. Looking for the ratio 1, 1, 1. 1 count to pause. And then 1 count to exhale through the right. Release your left nostril, float your right hand back down to your right knee. And then we'll take the left hand this time, index finger and middle finger point down. Close and block your right nostril with your left ring finger. Inhale through the left nostril only. Close and block, gentle retention. Exhale out through the left. Again, inhaling, 1 count. Gentle retention for 1 count. And a gentle exhalation without rushing. Always trying to stretch the breath on the retention. This may seem like it's Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, but it's a variation of Nadi Shodhana where we are taking Surya Bhedana. Surya is the solar side, the right side first, and then taking Chandra Bhedana, which is the left side. Bhedana means to pierce. So by directing our inhalation and exhalation only through one side at a time, you'll start to feel the effects, almost like an inverted V going into the midbrain. And then lower your left hand to the top of your left knee. No rush at all. Just pausing for a moment here. Might place a drop of saliva on the back of your knuckle and then place it in between the third eye point just to stimulate Ajna chakra. And then drawing your senses, your awareness inward, start to visualize right at the top of your crown an electromagnetic field of pure intelligence, an opening, gateway, pure balance, pure light, pure inspiration. And feel that funnel of energy move down your spine to right in front of your sacrum. Khanda, origin of 72,000 energy points in the body. Joints become spacious. Breathing in, surrendering to pure light, pure insight. Breathing out, feeling how your body charges and transforms this light to every single cell. Float the arms out to the side. You can keep your eyes closed. Let your palms face up. Inhale. Feel sa, move from the crown down your spine. Exhale, interlace your fingers. Hum as you round forward, feeling a gentle distribution through your sacrum. Moving like this on the breath. Inhale, face looks up, palms reach up. Exhale, interlace your fingers, round your spine. Feel your shoulder blades move away. Take one more like this on your own. Then reach your palms all the way up. Press your palms high, root your tailbone down. Breathing into the intercostal muscles. armpits. Relax the jaw, relax the head. And then take a gentle twist over to the right side, left hand on top of right knee, backstroke your right hand behind you. Grow your spine long on your inhalation, and then wrap your ribs around the axis of your spine on the exhalation. We create room in the body, spaciousness through twists and binds. And just check in with if you're able to fully inhale and then fully exhale. And float your arms around and up again, stretching the palms up to the ceiling, rooting your tailbone down. Notice how the breath moves the ribcage away from the midline of the body. And then as you exhale, take that twist and let your ribs come back to the midline. Right hand on top of left knee, gently steer your ribs around the axis of your spine. And then relax the jaw, relax the head, relax the neck. Anywhere that you're gripping or tightening in the body does not allow for us to maintain balance. Right? There's a gentle surrendering where if the inhalation is longer or if the exhalation is longer, then we're not balanced. When we surrender to the wisdom of the body, and it gives us that natural ease up, that natural limitation, and we're able to find and access the breath. Float your biceps long by your ears, reach your palms up, and then draw your palms down the midline of your body, pausing at your heart center. And if there's an intention that maybe you'd like to place into your heart center and bring into your practice today, you can go ahead and bring that into your heart. Maybe it's just offering up gratitude for this time. Let's take an Om together. You can join me or simply listen. Take a deep breath to inhale. With the backs of your hands at the top of your knees, no rush at all. Chin to chest. And let's come up onto hands and knees. Draw your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Feel free to close the eyes here. We'll take 3 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, face looks up, broaden across the chest and collarbone. Exhale, belly pulls in, press the tops of the toes into the mat. Hum, distribution. Breathing in, feel that light, that laser beam. Like a signal. Moving through you effortlessly. Hum. Feeling how your joints become spacious, head, neck, chest easeful. Breathing in, notice if you can balance the inhalation and match it to the length of the exhalation. Stay very soft, very internal, very intimate. Come to neutral spine. Pause for a moment here. And let's take 3 rounds of thread the needle. So take that right arm straight up. Exhale. Thread your right arm through your left armpit, right ear to the mat. Pause for a moment. Do this again, moving to the breath. Inhale, sweep the arm around and up. Exhale, thread it through. Using the very breath, prana, life force can energize us, can clear out any stagnation that might be left over from the coldness of winter. Draw that right ear to the mat. Pause for a moment here. Take your left hand to your sacrum and then gently roll your left shoulder on top of the right. Letting yourself find that internal heat, that which we call tapas. Tapas is threaded with resilience, determination, willpower, doesn't mean that it's one-sided, right? Only on the yang side. Take your left hand, press it underneath your left shoulder. Take that right arm back up to the ceiling. And let's take 3 circles here. You can move with the arm, circling back and forward, just bringing a little bit of shoulder mobility. If you need a blanket under your knees, absolutely go ahead and do that. And place that right hand underneath your right shoulder. Come back to neutral spine. Pour your weight into your right hand. Swoop your left arm high to the ceiling. Exhale, thread that left arm underneath your right armpit. Pause. Find the rhythm, the cadence of your inhalation. Inhale, sweep the left arm up, joint spacious. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath right armpit. Roll that right shoulder on top. Finding the places to slow down. Pause. To experience the yoking, the yuj, the yoga. It happens in the pauses. The next time you exhale and thread your left arm through your right armpit, roll your right shoulder on top of your left and backstroke your right hand to your sacrum. Steady your pelvis, relax your jaw, and then notice what feels a little constricted or tight here. Where can you give yourself some breathing room? Right hand underneath your right shoulder. Take your left arm up to the ceiling. Left hand back down to the earth. Walk your hands a little bit in front of you. Might need your blocks for this one. I'm going to show it on the lowest level. Keep your knees underneath your hips. We're going to take a little bit of a shoulder opener here. So keeping your knees in line with your hips, reach your arms forward, making sure that there's space for your forehead. And then notice if your ribs are sticking out. Draw your abdomen up to your spine. Relax your jaw and head. So when we allow the shoulders, allow the head to surrender, we start to move a lot of that weight that we've been carrying, a lot of the burden, a lot of the unknowns that we're still in. Take a deep breath to inhale through the nose and then open your mouth to exhale that breath out. Just scanning for anywhere in the shoulder blades that might be contracted or tightening. See if you can soften anywhere that you can soften today. And then on your next inhale, very slowly, press down in the hands around through your spine. Take your time and then very slowly start to make your way to downward facing dog, your variation of down dog. If it's your first down dog of the day, steady the hands, get comfortable in your seat. Asana actually translates literally to seat. And each posture that we take means the seat of the pose. So getting comfortable in this first seat, might pedal your heels, might open your mouth, might lift the toes up, keep a gentle bend in the knees, no right or wrong here. Take a deep breath to inhale, look up at the space between your hands, and then gently walk yourself forward. Standing forward fold here. Let your head be heavy, relax the jaw, might even shake your head side to side. Hands to the top of the shin bones. Press your palms into your shin bones. Lengthen your spine. Ardha Uttanasana. Scoop your belly in and up. Exhale. Pull forward over your thigh bones. Uttanasana. Sweep the arms around and up. Inhale. Urdhva Hastasana. Palms press at the top. Exhale. Tadasana. Mountain pose. Just finding your steadiness. Just take this moment here. Energize inside as if you could feel yourself suctioning up the earth's energy. And then let's circle the arms around and up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, palms press at the top. Exhale, standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Relax the head, the jaw, the belly. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step your right leg way back. Draw your right leg down to the earth and then float your arms straight up. Kneeling lunge. Take a moment here, draw your navel into your spine, situate yourself, get really long on the body, maybe even look up at your thumbs. And then exhale, press the hands down to frame left leg. Step back to plank pose and then pause. Pause for a moment here, situate. Option to draw your knees down to the earth. For a modified version, we're going to lower to a slow chaturanga all the way down. Chest comes down to the earth. So lowering for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Chest comes all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra, bhujangasana. Hands underneath the shoulders. Back of the neck is long, firing up the back muscles, not at the extent of the lower back. Exhale, release the forehead down. Tuck your toes underneath you, and with or without your knees, either pressing through plank, table, or finding your way back to down dog how you need to. Take a moment here. Rest in this pose, finding your breath, protracting your shoulders away from one another. And then step that right foot forward. Lower your back knee down to the earth. Anjaneyasana, kneeling lunge. Scoop your belly in and up. Feel yourself energized from the ground up. Fingers reaching up to the ceiling, maybe even look up. Exhale, let your hands frame that front leg, tuck your back toes, step forward, flat back. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Exhale, fold forward, generously bend your knees. Release the lower back, head, neck, chest, easeful. Swoop the arms around and up. Urdhva as if you are beginning again. Exhale, Tadasana mountain pose. Again, let the breath lift the arms, almost as if you're in a pas de deux or a dance with a partner. Right? So the breath gently guides the arms up. The breath gently helps you to fold forward. Release everything in forward folds. Bring your hands to your shin bones. Lengthen your spine. Exhale that right leg way back. Lower your right knee down. Inhale, kneeling lunge. Anjaneyasana. Stretch the breath. Tailbone long. Jaw relaxed. Exhale, let your hands frame your foot. Step back to plank pose. Pause. With or without your knees. Slow chaturanga. No rush here. 4, 3, 2. Chest comes all the way down. Hands stay underneath your shoulders. Press the tops of the toes into the mat. Inhale, baby cobra. Bhujangasana. Exhale, release the head. Relax the heart. Soften. Inhale, push the ground away. Plank pose, either with or without your knees. Exhale, down dog, pause. Find length here, find spaciousness. Find the place where you can breathe fully. Might even open up the mouth and sigh the breath out. And then let's take that right leg straight up and back. All 5 toes point down. Like you're pushing into a wall. Scoop your navel in and up. Draw your navel into your spine. Step that right foot forward. Spin your back heel, right hand to the top of your right thigh. Extended side angle. Just breathing here for a moment. Draw your navel in, finding length. Root well into the back of that left side baby toes. And we're going to come up into reverse triangle. So inhale here, anchor well. Front leg is nice and strong. Exhale, extended side angles. Variation. Finding the length, moving inside of the breath. Inhale, resist, push the ground away. Reverse triangle, stretch the breath. Right side body opening up, navel to the spine. Exhale, right forearm to the top of the thigh, but I want you to push down and rise up. So there's a little bit of push-pull happening. Right? Lengthening happening on the rib cage. One more time, inhale, reverse triangle. Relax the head, anchor well. Exhale, Parsvottanasana, extended side angle. Pause. And then let that top hand continue. Just making 3 circles here. Just bringing that fluidity back into the arm. Just being really gentle, not flinging the arm, but being mindful of the ball and socket joint. Take that right arm, reach it long underneath your ear. Feel your body fire up. Navel into the spine. Listen carefully. Keep this little angle and then lift the back foot. Come to the ball of your back foot. Let both hands frame your right leg. Step back to down dog. Pause. Wipe the slate clean. You get to decide, was that too much fire? Do you need to pause here for a moment? Or do you want to lift your heels? Maybe take a flow of your choice. Option 2, plank, chaturanga, maybe taking up dog. Where's your body today? We don't have to muscle through everything in life. We shouldn't muscle through anything in life, actually. And take a deep breath to inhale. Open up the mouth and sigh that breath out. Reset your nervous system. And then float that left leg straight up and back. All 5 toes point down like you're pushing into a wall. Scoop your belly in and up. Help that left foot forward. Spin your back heel down. And then bring your left hand to the top of that left thigh bone. Find and situate in your posture first. Take that right arm long by the ear. Extended side angle. Pause. Notice anywhere that you're hanging out or sinking into your hip. And then let the breath guide you. One breath at a time. Push the left leg down. Reverse triangle. Inhale. Big breath. Exhale. Extended side angle. Right arm long by the ear. Breath flowing freely. Think of your practice, taking 2 more like this on your own. Think of your practice as a dance of breath, a dance of movement, a partnership between you and what's giving you life. Right? So that is the parajita. If you are dominant and you are trying to move your body without including the breath, it's like your partner or your child pulling you by the hand, right? There's got to be a synergy, a union. And then let that top hand be in union with your breath. So you'll take 3 big circles, no rush at all. Be super mindful. You just throwing the arm. Notice what might be clicking, what might need a little adjustment. Where can you soften? Into the hip, soften into the shoulder girdle, soften into the ball and socket. Take your time the next time you draw that right arm long by the ear, extended side angle. Make sure you're pushing down and feeling a little lift of your pelvic floor. And then take that left arm long by your ear. Push down in the feet. Come to the ball of your back foot. Head, neck, chest long. And then float both hands to frame your front leg. Step back to plank. And then pause. Take your hips up. Down dog. Maybe you pause here, or maybe you take a vinyasa. Your choice of the vinyasa. Plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Or you can skip it and take baby cobra. And notice where you're holding your breath. Notice where you can give yourself a little bit more softness, a little bit more breathing room. Gaze up at the space between your hands and then step or walk yourself forward, standing forward fold. No rush at all. Shake your head outside to side. Roll your shoulders in towards one another as you reach back for your palms. If you have tight shoulders today, I'm going to recommend holding onto a strap. Strap should be hopefully close by. And then roll your shoulders in. Let the shoulder blades squeeze. I like to place my belly on top of my thighs because it's not about forcing the body. That gentle release of my lower back then gives me agency to focus only on my shoulders. There's activation happening here, right? So squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another. Relax the head, relax the jaw. Again, getting out of our head. Maybe even curl the lips. It's not about how far we go. It's about what feels good to balance the nervous system in this moment, this present moment. Release the strap if you're holding on to it. Walk your hands up your shin bones one at a time. No rush. And then pause. standing in your presence. What can you find new in Tadasana today? Right? We're living in a world in a society where everything is like insta, insta, insta. We're throwing things away. What can you find new in your Tadasana? Maybe it's drawing your awareness to how your feet are situated, making sure that the heels are aligned behind the widest part of the feet, making sure that you're not rolling in too much or that you're not balancing on the outer toes. Once you find your steadiness in Tadasana, reach your seat back and then float the arms into Utkatasana, either shoulder height or long by your ears. Scoop your navel in and up. Can you breathe freely? Maybe even shake the head side to side. Or can you allow the seat of the pose to guide you? One more breath here, connecting that spine, opening up to unbound potential. And exhale, fold forward over your thighs, Uttanasana. Let it go. Release it. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Exhale, your choice of the variation. Just letting yourself flow today. So we're going to take 3 rounds right now. At any time you feel like it's too much, just give yourself the opportunity to practice surrendering that break. Don't worry so much about if you're catching up or not. Today's practice is really focusing on the art of letting go. You don't have to get every single nuance. Raise up at the space between your hands, step, hop, or jump yourself forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Use the breath. Exhale, fold forward, belly to the thighs, Uttanasana. Inhale the arms around and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, palms down the midline of the body. Reach your seat back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale to lengthen, heart lifts, tailbone reaches down. Exhale, fold forward over the thighs, standing forward fold. Inhale to lengthen the spine, crown to base. Exhale, bend your knees, press your palms, stepping or floating back into a vinyasa of your choice or skipping it. Downward facing dog, inhale that right leg straight up and back. Exhale, scoop your belly up, knee to third eye. Stack shoulders over wrists. Right leg straight up again. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Little twist here. Make sure that the weight is moving forward. Inhale, right leg straight up and back. Exhale, scoop your belly in and up. Right knee, right tricep. Inhale that right leg straight up and back. Exhale that right foot forward, spin your back heel. Anchor well. Reverse triangle. Inhale the breath. Exhale, extended side angle. Left arm long by the ear. Taking that 2 more times on your own. Trace the breath. Finding that fluidity, finding the length, finding the place where you can surrender and not let the movement, the asana, the seat, control you. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, reverse cartwheel your hands. Come to plank pose and pause. Slow chaturanga if you are taking the vinyasa for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, upward facing. The more you practice ease in your asana, less struggle off the mat. Inhale, look up at the space between your hands. Gentle bend in the knees. Step or hop forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthening your spine, flat back. Exhale, maybe open the mouth as you exhale, fold forward. Inhale the arms around and up, suctioning the energy from the ground up. Exhale, hands down the midline of the body. Pause. How can you make this your moving prayer today? Inhale, Utkatasana. What is it that you need to let go of, surrender? Exhale, fold forward. What is it that you're inviting that's new, that's light? What are you making room for? Inhale, lengthen. Let this be part of your moving meditation. Exhale, step or float back, your choice of the variation. Either taking a vinyasa or skipping it. No rush at all. Inhale your left leg straight up and back. All 5 toes point down. Exhale, scoop your belly in and up. Tap your third eye point.
Inhale, take that left leg straight up and back. Exhale, left knee to the right side, elbow, pause, little twist. Use your breath. Inhale, left leg goes straight up. Exhale, left knee, left side tricep, pause. Maybe it's letting go of what you think you need to look like. Left leg goes straight up. Exhale, step forward, spin your back heel. Reverse triangle. You've been here before. What feels uncomfortable? Where can you practice surrendering? Taking 2 more flows like this. Reverse triangle, stretching the breath, giving yourself permission to release. Release the expectation you might have, and finding the freedom to explore how you get into this posture today. We can only meet each other where we meet ourselves. When we hide from ourselves, and we miss the opportunity to find the jewel that is in that mud. Peaceful. Exhale, reverse cartwheel. Step back to plank and pause. Your choice of the variation here, only if it serves you. If you're taking the chaturanga, find a place to slow down. Inviting every moment as a learning experience. What could you learn about yourself in each posture? Right? Not just what it brings up, not just what you favor. What is it teaching you today? What is your down dog teaching you today? Gaze up at the space between your hands. Step, hop, or jump yourself forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Reach your seat back. Utkatasana, chair pose, fierce pose, actually. That's what it translates to. And that fierceness is the ability to stay with that tapas, that heat. Not tapping out, not giving up on ourselves, but finding that place where maybe we lower the flame a little bit. And taking one more breath. Inhale. Stretch the arms high, the legs long. Tadasana, mountain pose. What can you find new today? Take a bind here, and binds are purifying. I like to set my blocks up on either side of my feet so that way I have something that's there. And we'll take the arms out to the side. We've opened and prepped the shoulders. Take that right elbow in, left elbow underneath it. First option is to hold onto your shoulder blades. I'll come a little bit closer. If your hands can reach your shoulder blades, I'll sit here. You want to gently pull them apart. So we're not reaching to struggle. This is also what tends to happen, a collapse of the chin and the upper body. I want to find that place where the bottom arm is lifting the top arm. And as that happens, my shoulders go down. And then I'm able to use my fingers gently open without collapsing. So this is a really helpful tool. Second one is to work the arms, back of the hands. That's only if it doesn't distort your shoulders. Third one, if your facility allows, is palm to palm. Take your time as you reach your weight over into your right foot, peel your left leg off of the earth. Draw your navel into your spine, lift that left leg up. First place is to place it on the block. Go straight down, have a seat, just like we did in chair pose. And as we root down, just like a lotus, feel the arms rise up. Spine long, head and neck, neutral. Maybe you tuck the left toes, sit a little deep. Garudasana, eagle wrap. And scoop your belly in and up. Find that place. This is a third option if you'd like to take the balance. Keep moving the elbows away from the knees. You're going to feel a deepening here in the shoulder blades. Flex the jaw, maybe open the mouth and sigh that breath out. And then slowly stack your shoulders back up, the same way we can come into the pose, step by step, unwinding, unfolding, and then find your Tadasana. Find that place where you can release and surrender what just happened in that elbows, that side, that posture. All life is a cycle of moving into something new and then releasing, cycle of birth and rebirth. And as you're ready, float the arms wide into a T. We'll take the right arm underneath, this time the left arm on top. Find your shoulder blades. Use your right arm to lift your left elbow up. Draw your shoulders down and find that spaciousness in your neck. Take your time. Maybe your hands find the backs of each other. You can also stand in Tadasana to do this, right? Just really getting in touch with that subtle realm, line of intelligence that's always there. Maybe the palms work towards one another. Pour your weight into your left big toe mound this time. Peel your right heel off the earth. Feel that left inner thigh energize. Take the right leg up, cross it over, find your block. And then go straight down, like you're sitting in a chair. Arms move up, seat moves down. Maybe you wrap that left leg around the right ankle. Block is always here, as you just saw. And if you'd like to take this into the balance, you'll scoop your belly in and up. You like that sound? You can make that sound. Draw the elbows first towards the knees. Find that connection. Breathe into the back and then work elbows away from the knees. Feel the lower back opening up. Relax the jaw. Relax the head. Many different options. We don't all have to take the same road. As Rumi says, the view from the top is the same. The paths are different. Many different paths. Take your time using your core. Draw your shoulders back up over your hips. Untuck your right leg. Unwind the arms. Standing in your presence, Tadasana. Just pause. What can you find new about this posture? And then almost as if you are practicing for the first time, inhale the arms round and up. Exhale, fold forward over your thighs. Uttanasana. Your choice of the variation here. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Taking a flow if that's what serves you today, or skip it. And certainly step back to downward facing dog. Practice is an inward journey, not an outward validation. Draw your knees down to the earth. Pause for a moment. Let's gather your props. We're going to take pigeon pose today. And if you know that pigeon is something that you're going to need a lot of props for, make sure that you give your body everything that you need. I like to sit on a block for pigeon, always helps me. So a few options for you. If you know that, for instance, the tops of your ankles are a little tight, you can always take one blanket and roll it, giving yourself a little bit of padding. Right? So you can set that up at the edge of your mat if you know that that is something that you struggle with. Another handy tool is to roll your blanket depending on the size of your blanket. I'll show you a few options to enter pigeon and then you get to decide. What I'm showing you is not what I will take because I need a different setup. So this is one option, is to come from downward facing dog. Lift that right leg straight up, scoop your belly in and up just as we use that momentum. And then you'll place that right leg over. Notice that the roll is right underneath me. And then my back leg is nice and cushioned. And then from here, I can use my blocks. Again, everyone's roll might be a little bit different, right? This is one option, is to make sure that this back leg is long. For me personally, some people like a bolster underneath that side. I need a block just based on my anatomy. And then from there, I'm able to take a few breaths and really breathe into my pigeon. So we will fold forward eventually. If your body is calling you to fold forward, you can absolutely go ahead and take that variation. If you'd like to stay in the back bend, which is this variation to stack your shoulders over your hips, you can take this option. Close the eyes. Come back to that central line of energy. Sushumna Nadi. Plug in. Get really grounded here. And then be honest with yourself. Is there a part of your body where you're fighting or trying to squeeze in? Where can you find equal breath? Where can you surrender? the action to the being? Where can you soften a little bit? Now, if you'd like to fold forward, you can take that option. If you'd like to remain in the back bend, you can absolutely stay here as long as you'd like. Each variation offers a different option. Right? So if you're sitting up, for instance, this opens up the QL a little bit more deeply. If you're folding forward and taking that option, it opens up the outer part of the gluteus medius. It opens up the side of your greater trochanter. Give yourself the option today to explore. We'll be here for another few moments and then use the props to help you. So that way you can fully, this is another option I like to take, you can fully take the tension off of anywhere else in the body that's wanting to compromise. And then once you settle in, close the eyes, finding your breath. Finding your spaciousness. Take a deep breath to inhale and a smooth breath to exhale out. And there's no rush at all. I really want you to give yourself the pleasure and the nourishment of what you need today. So if you know, for instance, that you'd like to stay in this a little bit longer, if you feel one part of your body opening up and responding to you, then stay here a little bit longer. You can always join the other side when you feel called. Taking your time to roll up, no rush at all. If you're staying in the forward fold of pigeon, just give yourself some time. Coming straight back up, tuck your back toes with resistance, grip the mat with the fingers, and then slowly step that right leg to meet the left. Pause, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath to inhale through the nose and a smooth breath out through the mouth. And then take that left leg straight up and back. Scoop your belly in and up. Tap your third eye point. And then if you're using that roll underneath you, let that be a gauge. Let that be an indication. Using a block or a bolster, find your seat. Remember, asana means seat of the pose. B.K. Iyengar, one of the founding fathers of Western day yoga, what we practice, is quoted and known for saying we should be able to hold any posture for 32 minutes. What he meant by that is when we give ourselves what we need so we can breathe fully, and that might mean a block, a bolster, a blanket, a strap, then we can easily find steadiness and ease. Sthira Sukhamasana, steadiness and the sweetness of each posture, rather than wrangling or fighting ourselves. These postures are deep openers, right? It's not just targeting one side of the body. It's not just the psoas or the QL in the front. It's also opening up the lower back. These are deep back bends. So even sitting and holding this posture, you want to give yourself enough leverage. For a long time, I resisted using a block. Couldn't figure out where my pelvis needed to be. But it first starts with getting in touch with our Sushumna Nadi. Am I pushing? Am I pulling? Am I comfortable in my seat? Get there first. And then listen to the response that you're getting from your body. Once you find your Sushumna, once you find your central line, Maybe you'll start to fold forward. Maybe you'll take the arms up and explore what that feels like. Once you've lost the breath, you're no longer practicing yoga. I'll give you a few moments that if you'd like to come out of the back bend, if you're there, you could fold forward. If you're already folding forward, just resting in the pose and finding the newness. Where can you find something new in this posture, in this moment? Once you arrive, seat of the pose, close the eyes and stretch the breath. Or can you soften? On two sides of the coin, same coin. One is the desire for action. All action springs from desire. And on the other side of the coin is surrendering. And that's what we call Ishvara Pranidhana in yoga. When we become attached to our desired actions and outcomes, we're tipping the scale and we're no longer in balance. So we find that sweetness and that steadiness by taking the desired action and then surrendering. It's the other side of the coin. Take a deep breath to inhale. And then very slowly, if you're staying for a few more breaths, give yourself as long as you need. Right? One side is always a little bit more user-friendly, and these are very deep openers. You're walking yourself up, take a moment. We'll come out of this the lazy way. So roll over onto that left hip and then draw that right leg around. Take a moment here. Let your feet press down. We'll set ourselves up today for Stonehenge. So taking your blocks, bring the tops of the blocks down, and then take your pillows and go ahead and place them over, making a nice stockpile here. Take a moment and then get really close to your stockpile. If you have a bed or a couch or something that you'd like to maybe place your legs on top of, that's totally fine as well. The point is to bring that deoxygenated blood back to the heart. Open up your blanket, cover yourself, incubate today. As you lay back, I'd like for you to pause for a moment and let's take a soft cactus with the arms just to recalibrate the back body, get steady in your seat. Bring the soles of your feet to the top of your bolster. Pause for a moment. Let that lower back press in. Draw your knees to your chest. We're going to take a little supine twist. Knees over to the right side to release that back. Take your blanket with you. That's okay. Stack your knees on top one another. Right hand to the outside of that left thigh. Check in with the knees. Are they aligned? Let that left shoulder be open, spacious. And then find the place where the breath can massage the intercostal muscles, the upper back, side ribs. Slowly gather your knees. Let your back body come back to the earth. Pause. Walk your hips over to the right side and then draw your knees to the left. Right knee stacks on top of left. Left hand to the outside. Unfold your right arm. Breathe deeply here. Breathe intentionally. Softening that outer top hip. Surrendering once you find your desired action. And then breathe in fully. Notice the movement of the upper back, ribs. Breathe out fully. Draw the knees back to the chest. No rush at all. And then give the tops of your knees a little press here, centering the lower back. Setting yourself up now for complete rest. Shavasana. Finding your seat in this posture. And let your palms face up. Might resettle the back of the head. Might lift your shoulders up and resettle your shoulder blades. Might lift your buttocks up and let the pelvis settle. And just scanning your body from the inside out. Just notice if there's anywhere that you can invite surrendering, softness, sweetness. Let your back body feel heavy, sinking into the earth, surrendering, letting the weight return back to the earth. Feel the breath breathing you. Invite that lightness across your chest, tops of the feet, shin bone, tops of the thighs, arm bones, fingers. Invite the breath and light to the throat, to the jaw, ears and ear canals. Softening your facial muscle, your forehead. Soften your brain, letting go of any thoughts. As if you could visualize pure white light pouring into your midbrain. Invite this breath, this light, this moment. Let it flood every cell of your body. Soft sound, pure intelligence. Hum. Distribution of this intelligence. Take a deep breath. Inhale. And a smooth breath to exhale through the mouth. And lightly rub your thumbs over each fingertip, bringing your consciousness back. Reach your arms up overhead and stretch one side of your body longer than the other. And then stretch the other side out. Draw the tops of your feet, the soles of your feet, to the top of your pillows, bolster, and then pause, just letting lower back recalibrate. In your own time, roll over to the right side and tuck yourself into fetal position. Pausing here. Let your head be the last part to roll up as you come to a comfortable seat. Letting yourself arrive in this seat. Press your palms to your heart. And bow your head, surrendering to the wisdom of your heart, of love, of empathy. When we surrender, greatness happens, genius happens. Find those moments where you can surrender. Let that be your life practice. And thank you so much for joining me. Hari Om and Tat Sat.